About now, an Under Armour runner right about now. Hey guys, what's up? I'm back with another video. This is an initial impressions review of a shoe that I am super pumped to try out, and I'm super pumped to try it out because there is a whole bunch of new tech in there. Well, new tech for the brand anyway. You know what the brand is, you would have seen the shoe, and it is the Under Armour Flow Velociti Wind, that I'm just going to call the Wind for the purposes of this review. If you do like the video or get anything out of it, smash the like button, maybe even tell a friend or two. Comment down below if you've got anything to say, and if you want to support the channel and help me grow, hit subscribe. Don't forget, I've got an Instagram page, it's 3 kicks a day. Head on over there, give us a follow, because I'm posting content over there daily. So I've said that I am really excited to try this out because it's got a whole bunch of new tech, and it really has. It is a brand new model from Under Armour. It has an all new midsole outsole design that first appeared on the Curry 8. Even though it has appeared on the Curry 8, this is a running specific midsole. It was developed for this shoe, but it just so happened that the tech worked really well for a basketball shoe, and the Curry 8 was released before this. And it's got an all new upper. I don't think it should be confused with the Velociti 3 that's in Under Armour's current lineup. That is a more traditional neutral running shoe that uses their older but still great hover technology in the midsole. This is a complete departure, I think, from anything that I've seen from Under Armour before. I'm going to get into the details of all of the different components, and I'll be able to talk to how I found them on my first run. But before we do that, what I want to do is take a look at what the shoe is and what it isn't. And what it is a lightweight neutral running shoe that has, as we know, the Flow Tech in the midsole. We've got 26mm of stack height in the heel, 18mm of stack height in the forefoot, giving us an 8mm drop. We've got what's essentially a mesh upper that fits true to size and comes in at 241 grams or 8.5 ounces for a US men's size 9. Now for what it isn't. This is not a max cushioned running shoe. It is not even a softly cushioned running shoe. But if you do favor max cushioned or soft foam running shoes, don't go anywhere just yet. Bear with me because I still think that this might be for you. With all that out of the way, let's take a closer look at the shoe, starting with the outsole. The midsole. Well, the midsole is the outsole and the outsole is the midsole. There is none. Now let's look at the midsole. Just kidding. Coming back to the outsole, this was one of the biggest selling points in the advertising material that supported the Wind. Under Armour noted that they had removed the rubber to save some weight without sacrificing durability or traction. What you can see through the outsole pattern here is that there is a fair bit going on by way of etching, I guess, into the outsole, and it works really well, and I can say that pretty confidently. This morning's run was after a fair bit of rain, and it left all the surfaces quite damp. I ran up and down hills, I ran on lightly gravelled surfaces, road and also footpaths, and this didn't skip a beat. It was really good at hugging its respective surfaces. My only concern here is durability and how that will impact that traction. I've never run in a shoe that's got no rubber protecting any of the high abrasion spots, and so I don't know how long that will last. I know that Under Armour claim that durability isn't an issue, but you would expect them to do that. Moving up into the midsole, and the way that I would characterize the Flow cushioning is that it's firm. It's not soft. It is not uncomfortable either. It is well cushioned, but you're not getting that really soft landing. You're feeling protected. You've probably got a midsole that prefers less ground contact than more. I don't think that's an issue though, and the reason why I say that is because I'm someone who typically favors max cushion running shoes. This, I think, has its personality, and once you dial into what the shoe wants you to do, it can be really rewarding, particularly at those moderate to faster type of paces. And for me, those moderate to fast paces are anything faster than 5.5 minute Ks. What I didn't get an opportunity to test this morning was how it would perform at slower paces. And That is probably an area where I think the midsole would start to be a little bit uncomfortable. But as I said earlier, I think the shoe will really help guide your runs and will really push you to give more. Moving up into the upper, and what we've got is what is essentially a mesh, but it's something that Under Armour have dubbed warp. What this mesh upper does is it actually molds to your foot, and this stitching that you've got on top is not just there for aesthetic reasons. That stitching actually helps to provide tension when you need it and loosen when you don't. In practice, I can't say that I felt it tightening or loosening, but it certainly felt like I had a secure ride the whole time. As far as comfort goes, it felt great on foot, it was super breathable, and it was a really nice upper to run in. This mesh basically covers the entire shoe. You've got a little bit of structure at the back, not a whole heap in the heel, and you've got a decent amount of padding around the heel collar. The tongue is made of two types of material and gusseted. At the bottom there is a perforated type of mesh that I don't think is in the same material that the rest of the upper is in. And then you've got a lightly padded top with some felt, I think, and all finished off with some white laces in this colorway that are fairly standard. Fit is excellent. It is not a sloppy fit. It is tight but comfortable. So it really does fit the mold of that lightweight, faster shoe. I love it when we see products like this, products that are all new to a brand's lineup. It really gives you a sense that they are taking that particular segment seriously, and this had an insane amount of research and development hours behind it. I'm really excited to see how it holds up in future runs, especially to see how that midsole fares after putting more kilometers into it. We'll see, but I think Under Armour are onto a winner here. For those who prefer a max cushion shoe or were expecting this to be a little bit softer, I would still suggest that you go into a store and try one of these on. You'll be surprised at how comfortable it fits on foot, and while the cushioning is firm, it makes a perfect companion to those shoes. You can sort of keep those max cushion shoes for your runs where you want to go easier or longer, and then this can pretty much take care of everything else. Your faster efforts when you want to do intervals and so on. Anyway, there you have it. That's my thoughts on the Under Armour Wind. I'm interested to hear your thoughts if you are running in it now. Hit me up in the comments below if you've got anything to say, be it good, bad, agree, disagree, whatever. And until the next video, laters.